welcome to a new edition of Television Canada, episode 4. We are today April 18th. It is a very big day today, especially for people around the world that is keeping us safe, like nurses, doctors, first responders. So there's a lot of things going on, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Right now, I wanted to talk about a few shows, because I know that I've been really focused on the other episodes on Star Trek Picard, on Lucifer. So I wanted to talk to you about a few shows that are currently on the air, that are still on the air, thankfully, and my take on it, and see if you guys agree or not with what we're saying. So, like usual, you could comment on this podcast directly on our Twitter, which is @_TV Canada. We have an Instagram page, Television Canada. You can visit our website, televisioncanada.ca, and spread the word, spread the joy. If you're listening to us through streaming, you can also get it from streamer.com, which is the official site for this podcast. Now, let's talk about Charmed. Not the original Charmed, but the new Charmed that started in 2018. Let's first say I love Charmed. I love the previous version. I love this version. What I don't like is the complete disconnect between the two series. Was it really necessary to do that? I mean, it's better what they originally planned. They wanted to do a show that was set like way in the past, with three that are not sisters. So that would have ruined the whole premise. But it's like this show is doing everything it can to keep the charm mythology, but then get rid of all the white lighters, having just one elder, and stuff like that. So for me, I think they have to find a way at some point to join the two stories together. Because how else are we going to get, the original Charm cast to guest star if they don't exist in this fantasy world? But Charm is doing great. The only thing that is missing is that in the episodes. It's like all the episodes seem disconnected. I don't know. It's not the three sisters. The three sisters are great. I love that evil witch, that I forgot her name, obviously, because I'm doing a podcast, and of course I don't have her name. I'll get her name. Calm down, people. I wish she was less evil. I wish she was pretending to be evil, but obviously, be careful what you wish for. But exactly. So it's just that there's missing something. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys know. Maybe you have an idea of what could be done to, pop it up a little bit. Make it more exciting every episode. And it's Abigail that I was looking for. Played by the adorable Poppy Drayton, which I did not know that was her name. She has a secret agenda. She was, and I'm going to be spoiling for some people, the Overlord. Now, how logical is that to have two Overlords know exactly where the command center is? Think about it. But anyway, Valerie, I was looking at her name. Charm is great. If you're not watching it, you should be watching it. Watch it from the first season. And tell us what you think. The other show that is pretty goddamn amazing is Roswell, New Mexico, which I love the show. I love the cast. Everyone brings something unique to it. So Roswell, New Mexico, which started again last season. I have to say that what I love the most in this show is they're not shy to go into things that back when the original show was on, they would have never have touched. So having the character of What's his name? Not Noah. Not Alex. Not Kyle. What's his name? I'm not going to find him. Okay, well, forget that idea because his name is not on the list, which makes absolutely no sense. But Michael, obviously, hello, having a relationship between Michael, that's played by Michael Vamis, and Alex Maines, which is played by Tyler Blackburn, which I adore, by the way, since Pretty Little Liars, was pretty risque for this show, but I actually do like it. It took me a while to like this new Isabel, but I love her now, which is amazing. So if you're not watching it, you should be watching it. Roswell is great sci-fi, great mystery, and a lot of, self-sacrifice. We see in the second season, since Max died to save Rosa, who was believed dead for the last 10 years. So it's now, being the sister, I don't know how Liz does it. How do you reconcile being very, very happy that your sister is alive and well, and then discovering that your boyfriend, or the love of your life, died to save her. So it's called a multi-dimensional. And I think that the writers from Charm should take a little bit of what Roswell is doing. So let's go back to what I was announcing before. As we all know, we're all confined. I'm here in Canada. We're social distancing. Anything that's not essential is closed. I'm working from home. This is not my work, by the way. This is my leisure, doing podcasts. But so everybody is doing its part-ish. Although different countries have different priorities, us, our priority is the welfare of the population. And I'm saying this because, if I haven't said it already, I'm an anti-Trump. There is nothing that I can find good or decent about that. We're going to call it a president, but sometimes I wish this would just happen. And then our problems would be solved. Not a direct threat, I didn't say anything. But anyway, so Lady Gaga is going to be joining forces with spectacular people like Paul McCartney to actually, and it's going to happen tonight, between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time. It's called the One World Together at Home Benefit Concert. And this is one big ass concert. We're going to have people like joining them, like Elton John, Stevie Wonder, Keith Urban, John Legend, Idris and Sabrina Elba, Billie Eilish, Kerry Washington, Alanis Morissette, Lang Lang, Priyanka Chopra Jonas. Woohoo! I love her. Did you ever listen to her music? She's wonderful. And a lot more people depending on which platform you're actually going to watch it. So it's going to be available on ABC, NBC, CBS. It will also air on BET, MTV, on CMT, Comedy Central, Logo, MTV2, Paramount Network, Pop TV, TV Land, VH1. Also in the UK, Channel 5. In Australia, Network 10, and Telefe in Argentina. But wait! It's not the only place that it's going to be available on. It's also going to be available on, wait for it, ABC News, ABC News Live, Freeform, Nat Geo, NBC, Bravo, E, MSNBC, NBC News, NBCnews.com, NBC News on YouTube, Peacock for the ones that have access to it, Sci-Fi, USA, and iHeartMedia, as well as Bell in Canada on its platforms in Canada will also be available. International BBC One will air the program on Sunday. But also, it's not over. It's also going to be available for streaming on platforms like Amazon Prime, Apple, Facebook, Instagram, Tidal, TuneIn, Twitch, Twitter, Yahoo, YouTube. The streaming broadcast will feature additional artists and performances from all over the globe. How amazing is that? So I'm tuning in tonight. I don't know on which network, but I'll definitely be there. And we might do a little special podcast afterwards. But that's what's pretty amazing right now. Speaking of pretty amazing, I'm going to do a shout out at Kelly Clarkson. I don't know if you've heard her song, I Dare You. She actually translated this song in, I don't know how many languages, but one that surprised me was French. Appelez votre amour, which is the French version. So if you haven't seen it, go on YouTube, type Kelly Clarkson, I Dare You. She did also a kind of live, well, it's not live, but I mean, she sang it in multiple languages with multiple people at the same time, which just shows how she's amazing. And she sings multiple verses in different languages. So it's pretty amazing and it's a pretty it's international, multilingual project that she did. And I have a question for you, Kelly. Where do you find time to do that? You have a talk show. You possibly have a tour, depending on, if it's going to be canceled or not. You're releasing albums. You're all over the place on the internet. You sing. I mean, where do you in the world find the time to do a multi-language project and sing in them? That's my question. But who knows? Maybe she is Superwoman, which I wouldn't. And she does the voice, obviously, which for the first time in 18 seasons I've watched. So you see what happens when we're in confinement. I start liking reality TV. I'm like, please. But I'm liking the voice. I don't completely understand how everything works yet, but I'm getting there. So I'm going to close because one last thing. CBS. Where is Star Trek Discovery Season 3? Okay? We're all waiting. Picard has been done for weeks, which Picard was wonderful. But we want our Season 3 of Star Trek Discovery. And you're making us wait. And we are not happy. So get us an air date as soon as possible. Pretty please. Anyways, if you have any comments, suggestions on future episodes, comments about what we've said, or bad jokes about, the president of the U.S., everything is accepted. Thank you for joining us, and have yourself a great day.